Alright, hello everyone. It is now definitely actually the last week of the 3 Booster League. I was a little bit premature in the match videos from week 3. Anyway, so we're now going to crack open the final booster and see how we can do to improve on our frankly pretty good deck and our 5-3 record, which is also pretty good. So let's have a look. You'll notice that I am recording on my phone, not the nice video camera tripod setup, because unfortunately we're doing some other content with that at the moment. Chris has that for the tournament that he was recording himself in, so unfortunately I'm having to go back to the phone. Well, okay, we've got Lift Fast as a start off. That's a good card draw. I can't remember, there might already be one in the pool, so I don't know about that. Inspired Charge is an aggressive card. Ours is not an aggressive deck, so it's not great. Gearseeker Serpent could be good in that secondary deck over there. So I don't know what. Okay, well, possibles for the deck, and then okay. Subtle Strike is a good card. It's better in aggressive decks, but it's still pretty good. So that's a maybe for our deck. Thrybex, likewise, I guess. Although our deck's pretty good already, I don't know if that's going to replace one of the good 4-drops. Failed Inspection. Yeah, so that's over in that pile. Hunt the Weak is a great card, so that will go into the maybe for the other deck. Well, we're not playing red in either of our decks. Yeah, 2-3 for 2 or improve. Nature's Way. Wow, the green deck's getting a lot better. And I mean, do we want to splash red in our deck? That's a very good card. We do have a white-red land, actually. We might have enough fixing to make that viable, so that's a maybe. Although it is an aggressive card, but you get the scry, so I don't know. Secondary Sabotage, not really. Ooh, Talk Exemplar. Are we splashing? Oh no, does that? I mean, it's an aggressive card, and then hello. Right, well, a shiny Kambal who was already pretty good in our deck anyway. I mean, he probably flat out replaces himself with the shiny version. I don't know if we want 2 Kambals, but yeah. So I mean, I think the green-blue deck got a lot better from this pack, and there's definitely some possibles. And do we splash red with that land that we had? Good question. Alright, so let's start with the easy deck to make changes to, our blue-green energy one. There's some easy changes to make here. For example, this Curio Vendor here is not very good at all, and the Seed Sculptor is fine. It's a good card, so let's swap that out. Gearseeker Serpent is a great card to bring in the top end. We don't want to reduce any artifacts because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts, which is fine. I mean, do we drop a 4-drop? We've got a lot at the 4 spot. Don't want to reduce anything that gives us energy, so we can't take out Puzzle Knot. I mean, possibly we'd take out the Sky Whale. It can be good, but it can be really miserable, and the Gearseeker is just a better card. So I think maybe we take out the Sky Whale for now. And then these 2 middling 3-drop spells, Ether Trade Winds, which is okay for getting energy back, but it's not great, and Disappearing Act, which, yeah, again, it's okay, but not hugely exciting. If we bring in Nature's Way, that's clearly a lot better, because that's an amazing removal spell. And Hunt the Weak is awesome as well. So we have a lot of the 4 spots, so it's good that we took out the whale. So I think with those small changes from our pool, this deck becomes better. It's still not great, but it's better. We'll see if we can manage to get any games with it just for fun. Maybe against a deck that wrecks us. Maybe just do a rematch with a completely different deck. The 3-drop spot has almost nothing on it, which is a little awkward, I will admit. But there really isn't anything that we want to play in that slot, so I guess it's fine. We'll just leave it like that. It should be beneath the hub as one of the lands because it's shared with the other deck. But anyway, let's move on to the other deck, our main deck, and see if we do want to splash red and get really greedy. Alright, so here's our deck, the white-black deck, the controlling white-black deck, with its not many creatures, lots of non-creature spells, and lots of top end with the Wisp-Weaver and the Noxious Gearhulk. One thing that I've noticed in all our matches, almost entirely aggressive decks that we played against, and we do sometimes struggle against them when they just get too aggressive and we can't get enough value off our sort of grindy Midnight Oil and 6 drops, and sort of recurring the Daredevil. So additional ways to sort of slow them down and get in the way might be good. Let's get the easy questions out of the way first. Do we want Toolcrafted Exemplar? It's often a 1-1, and even when it's a 3-2, it's not great. It's much better constructed. We're not an aggressive deck. We won't always have an artifact, so I think it's not good. So I think that goes goodbye. Thriving Ibex. I mean, what's Daredevil not doing there? Come on, get on your right pile. The Thrybex, it doesn't introduce artifacts like both our existing 4-drops. It's not better than them, so I think that's a no on that one too. Now, Kambal, do we want 2 legendary creatures in there? Here's a question. Is he better than the Hawk? Is it better than the Hawk? Here's a question. Let's come back to that. Do we splash red for this motorist? And the problem is he's a low drop, so we need the red early, even though we do have this one Inspiring Vantage. And we could have things like Cathartic Reunion and the Puzzle Knot. I think he's still not. He's not great. I mean, if it was a bomb, he's a good card, but he's not a bomb, and you need to play him early. And we don't get to crew a vehicle because we have no vehicles in this deck. So I think, sadly, it's splashing red is probably not the way to go. Even though we would get to do Cathartic Reunion for more card draw and the rest of it. So I think, even though I really love the red Puzzle Knot and I would like to play it, I think it's a no on that one too. Well, sadly. What about all these things? I mean, Subtle Strike can be a good removal spell. I think that might actually be better than the Goggles, because the Goggles, it can beef up a creature and has been useful, but it's not outright removal, and this one really can be. Against aggressive deck, you can easily get a 2 for 1 with it, and I am a controlling deck. I want more removal, so I think maybe that goes in and this comes out. As for Live Fast, drawing cards is good, but losing life isn't, and we don't have. Do we have any use for energy other than the Hawk itself, which already generates energy? I don't think we do use energy at all. So I think that's a no on that one, because it is 3 mana, not do anything to the board. I think it might. We are a little sparse on 3 drops, and he has a good defensive card. I think he might be better than the Hawk, even though the Hawk is a good blocker for sort of little things in the air. Like, the value of draining can be so powerful. So why don't we try? Yeah, but then the Bruiser or the Hawk. And he is a legendary creature, which might be a problem in a deck this small. I mean, the Hawk is an aggressive card as well, whereas he's a more defensive card, so I think we do that. Do we even take out the Bruiser and put something else in? Because he does he does trade up, though. He can trade up nicely after the first time you play him, because it comes in tapped, and he's good for counter attacking because I do have artifacts in this deck. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can try it, and if it's not working out like this, we can always change it and try something different. Yeah, we are quite heavy on 5 drops with 2 creatures and the removal, and the 2 6s. and we've only got 3 at 4. We've definitely got a sort of middle focused curve, but we're running out of time because the shop's going to close in a minute, so I think we'll leave it at that for now and see if it works, and if not, we might change it between matches. Okay, so not the most epic final pack for our Booster League, just making our deck slightly more solid maybe. So yeah, let me know what you think of the deck build, and we'll see how it goes. We're leading up to a live stream event actually next weekend. So yeah, this Saturday, the 3rd of December, we're going to be doing a Legacy live stream, twitch.tv/British Magic Time. So I may not get as many as 5 matches recorded this week, like our Bonanza last week, but we'll see how we can do. Anyway, we'll try and get as much done for you as we can. So see you around later.